Hey there, explorers! Welcome back to our channel, where we delve deep into the teachings and principles of Christianity and embark on a transformative journey through the realms of faith and spirituality. Today, we're delving into the very essence of surrender, unraveling its significance as depicted in the sacred pages of the Bible. Join us as we navigate through the spiritual landscape, understanding why surrender is not just a pivotal aspect of our faith journey, but also a transformative force in shaping our lives. Throughout this video, we'll decipher the layers of surrender, examining its intricate threads woven into the fabric of our existence. Moreover, we'll delve into the intricacies of how this surrender can be seamlessly integrated into the tapestry of our daily lives. A lot of people find it difficult to accept the idea of surrendering to God because it clashes with our natural inclination to be in control. But what does surrender really mean? Let's take a closer look at the meaning of this term. The term surrender has its roots in the combination of sur and rendre, which means render, indicating the act of completely giving up, delivering over, or yielding oneself. In simpler terms, surrendering happens when we decide to stop resisting an enemy or opponent and instead submit to their authority. Indeed, surrendering to God is about more than just saying the words. It involves releasing our grip on our own plans and desires and recognizing that God's will surpasses our own. It's an acknowledgement that His wisdom and purpose far outweigh our limited understanding, inviting us to trust in His guidance and wisdom. In essence, surrendering to God is an active choice to let go of our own agenda in favor of aligning ourselves with His divine plan. Surrendering to God is a recurring and significant theme found throughout the Bible, illustrating a fundamental aspect of the relationship between humans and the divine. A powerful representation of this concept can be found in Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 to 6, where it encourages individuals to place their complete trust in the Lord, steering away from relying solely on their own understanding. The verse emphasizes the importance of submitting to God in all aspects of life, promising that by doing so, He will guide and straighten their path. Indeed, surrendering to God is not merely a passive act, but an active choice that involves entrusting every aspect of one's life to the Almighty. This profound act encompasses not only acknowledging God's authority, but also aligning one's own desires and plans with His divine will. It goes beyond a surface-level acknowledgement, requiring a deep and unwavering trust in God's wisdom and sovereignty over individual circumstances. Delving into the biblical context, the term surrender is often interchangeably used with other expressions like submit, obey, and yield. These words serve to underscore the idea of willingly subjecting oneself to God's control and adhering to His commandments. Each term sheds light on the humility and obedience that characterize a surrendered heart, highlighting the importance of aligning one's actions with the principles and teachings laid out in the Scriptures. In essence, surrendering to God is a multifaceted concept woven into the fabric of the Christian faith. It encompasses trust, obedience, and a conscious decision to yield one's autonomy in favor of God's divine guidance. As believers navigate the journey of faith, these principles serve as beacons, guiding them toward a deeper connection with the divine and a more profound understanding of their purpose within the grand tapestry of God's plan. Surrendering yourself to God goes beyond simply understanding that He exists. It means truly being open to letting go of control and allowing His guidance to shape your life. When the disciples chose to abandon everything in order to walk alongside Jesus, they exemplified the act of surrendering to God. Their decision was rooted in trust as they believed in His divine plans and willingly restructured their lives to be in harmony with His greater purpose. This act of surrender involved not only acknowledging God's presence, but actively reshaping their priorities and lifestyles to align with His teachings. Surrendering to God is a profound commitment that involves more than just acknowledging His existence. It entails a sincere and wholehearted willingness to yield our own desires and plans to His divine will. Just as the disciples left behind their familiar lives to follow Jesus, surrendering to God means placing our trust in His wisdom and allowing Him to guide our decisions and actions. It is a transformative journey of aligning our lives with His purpose, recognizing that true fulfillment and purpose are found in embracing His loving guidance. Surrendering to God involves more than just letting go of what we think is right. It's about placing our trust in God's wisdom and guidance. It's like offering a living sacrifice, demonstrating our obedience and deep trust in Him. By surrendering, we acknowledge that God knows what is best for us, and we willingly yield our plans to His divine direction. The act of surrendering to God is not only an important choice, but a transformative one. It's like becoming instruments of His righteousness, letting go of our own ways to embrace the life that Christ offers. When we surrender our hearts to Jesus, we are exchanging our old lives for the new life He provides through His sacrificial love, bringing redemption and purpose to our existence. Acknowledging God's worth is a significant aspect of surrendering to Him. This surrender draws us closer to God, allowing us to grow in our relationship with Him. Furthermore, as we surrender, we become a magnet, attracting others to know Him and experience His love. This act of surrender opens the door to eternal rewards, blessings that go beyond our earthly understanding. Surrendering to God is not merely a one-time event. It's an ongoing process. When we surrender, God doesn't leave us stagnant. Instead, He gives us new life and hope. In our difficulties, God intervenes, providing strength to our faith. His intervention brings a sense of rest and peace to our hearts, assuring us that even in the midst of challenges, we are not alone. The beauty of surrendering lies in the promise of experiencing God's best in our lives. It is through surrender that we position ourselves to receive blessings that surpass our wildest imaginations. Surrendering becomes a channel through which God pours out His goodness, guiding us on a journey filled with His love, grace, and abundant blessing. Surrendering to God goes beyond just letting go of our plans. It's about actively allowing God to guide us in every aspect of our lives. This process of surrender can be facilitated through various spiritual practices such as prayer, fasting, and intentionally seeking God's presence. When we engage in heartfelt prayer and take time to connect with God through His Word, we open ourselves to His guidance and wisdom. Trusting in God's perfect timing is a key component of surrender. It requires patience and a persistent commitment to seeking Him through ongoing prayer and immersing ourselves in the teachings found in His Word. As we wait for God's timing, we strengthen our faith and deepen our relationship with Him. Spiritual surrender entails placing our trust in God with unwavering confidence. When faced with challenges, we lean on His strength and find solace in praising Him. Reflecting on His faithfulness in our lives becomes a source of encouragement, reminding us of His constant presence and care. Surrendering through prayer is a potent means of establishing a connection with God. Through prayer, we not only express our needs and desires, but also cultivate a deeper relationship with Him. It becomes a personal and intimate dialogue, fostering a sense of closeness to God and allowing us to surrender our concerns into His capable hands. Practical steps can be taken to surrender to God in our daily lives. These steps include acknowledging Him in all aspects, maintaining a pure and sincere heart, engaging in consistent prayer, renewing our thoughts to align with His will, recognizing the authority of His Word, letting go and allowing God to take control, and worshiping Him with gratitude. By incorporating these practices into our lives, we create a holistic framework for surrender, allowing God to guide us in every area and experiencing His boundless love and guidance. In conclusion, embracing the act of surrendering to God might initially appear challenging, yet it stands as a pivotal step toward cultivating a life abundant in peace, purpose, and fulfillment. When we willingly surrender, it is akin to unlocking the door to a divine journey where we become receptive to God's intricate plans for our lives. This surrender is not merely an act of relinquishing control. Rather, it is an intentional opening of our hearts to receive blessings that extend far beyond our comprehension. In this surrender, we find the key to unlocking a life filled with the richness of God's guidance, a purposeful existence, and a fulfillment that transcends earthly measures. It is a transformative journey where the more we yield, the more God pours His immeasurable blessings into our lives, creating a tapestry of joy, purpose, and divine fulfillment. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to our channel for more content like this and sharing it with fellow Christians seeking a mindful connection with God. Don't forget to hit the like button if you found this video helpful, and feel free to leave a comment below to share your thoughts with us. Remember, surrendering is not a sign of weakness, but an act of faith and trust in God's wisdom and goodness. Stay blessed and see you next time.